Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, issue 13, Robert Venditti writing, and V. Kenneth Marion on art.
Yeah, this was actually a really interesting issue because the whole thing is set 60 years in the future on Zudar. And it's these grandparents telling the grandkids a story of what happened in the last arc when Starro came and, and that stuff happened. And it was just their perspective and how they were a child when it happened and how they felt when the Green Lantern Corps showed up and what it represented. And then it flashed forward a little bit, and it turns out that she is a Green Lantern as well. Like this, obviously, because we have Tama Ray from this planet, and she's there as well now. And there's 3 big statues of them all, like in the town square. And it's pretty cool in that aspect. It kind of treats the Green Lantern mythology as a legend, to go back to what we were just saying, really. Where a lot of it is just how these regular people hadn't even heard of the Green Lantern Corps, but then they show up and save them, and the impact that they have on these ordinary people's lives and how it inspired her essentially to not be afraid anymore and eventually become a Green Lantern.
Yeah. Again, I like what I'm hearing, but then I remember I'd have to read Robert Venditti's writing, and it makes me not want to read it.
Yeah, this issue teases a lot of stuff as well. Like there's one of these Zudarians as a Sinestro Corps member.
Well, we saw that one before. That popped up in Johns' run.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's kind of... It feels like, it's from the past, but then it talks about threats coming back and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it all feels
cool.
very circular. There's a big, massive splash page of... it says, there are armies incomprehensible is the only caption on the page. And it's all these Green Lantern rings.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of the lantern symbol on the ring, it's just a cross.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, and it's just tons of them just flying out into space. That's like the whole page. It's a big double-page spread that's just that.
What was the caption again?
It says, there are armies incomprehensible. This is in the middle of a big speech about how threats old and forgotten worm their way back. Threats new and fearsome arise to claim their stake. And then it says, there are armies incomprehensible. And then even great battles for the fate of existence itself. And a lot of it is referencing past events. You've got the War of Light is in there, and all sorts. But a lot of it, because obviously this is set 60 years in the future, a lot of it feels like, here's some teasers of things to expect coming up.
Yeah.
And
it also reminds me that Tomar Ray was in his sectors where Krypton was, and that dude fell asleep on the job. He didn't even try to help any Kryptonians get off the planet.
Yeah,
So,
yes. Somali, I don't know. I said Ray because you said Tara Ray. It's just the one E, isn't it?
Tomar Ray, yeah.
Yeah, so Somali is this new one.
Oh.
And
Cool.
it's a really nice issue. It's kind of very standalone and just her kind of story about why the Green Lanterns are why they matter, why they're great, and that's kind of it. But that's nice.
Cool. Sudarians.
All right.
Fin-headed beak guys. In case people don't recognize them. Yeah.
It's the ones.